Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video, I will be sharing with you guys my standout products of 2020. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cristina. I do product reviews on luxury beauty, skincare, and makeup, and occasionally a luxury accessory review or share, or snippets of my life in a vlog. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell beside it so that you can be notified when I do upload a new video. So today, you guys, I am very excited to share these products with you. They're basically a roundup of the things that have become part of my daily routine, whether they're new launches or something that I have or was newly introduced to in 2020. I didn't really make a differentiation there. They're just products that basically I was introduced to this year that really stood out for me in terms of keeping and in terms of usage. So let's begin. So I'm going to put some order into this by dividing them into three categories: skincare, makeup, and fragrance. And I'm going to begin with makeup. Now, this year, obviously, because of everything that's happened, being on lockdown, we definitely have lessened to quite a drastic amount the makeup we've used and the makeup we've purchased. And I see that even with the products, while I was rounding them up, I have no foundation standouts this year, even if I purchased, I guess, new that I've introduced, maybe one or two, and I have no standout lip products for the year as well, which I think is a first, especially with foundation. So I'm going to begin with eye makeup because it is essentially has been the focus of all our makeup, because mostly we're in mask and it's really the area that is just seen so well defined eye. There are three, but these two are really the tie for the products that stood out for me. Number one is the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes Hypnotized, which was launched this fall. It is a 12 pan palette. I've shared this. This is one of the new launches for the holiday season, but they launched it like October or November. The quality is amazing. The colors, although they look like they're very not wearable or going to be too much, they're actually look pretty good. I've tried all of them. They blend really well. I have some of it on right now, and each color story really does amazing as a look on its own. I will put some of these I've shared in a video as well, so I will maybe put a card here or a link somewhere so you can see more thorough details of each one. I am not going to swatch this because I've shared this before, but definitely this is a palette that stood out this year, and I would recommend if you can still get a hands on. The second one is the Makeup by Mario brand that you can get in Sephora. It's their quads. Now, this is the only one that I have tried, but this one, if it is an indication of all their eyeshadow formulas, I would highly recommend as well. This is in Rosy Glam. I actually wore this, I think, for a week straight after I first purchased it, or even more. It is a beautiful formula. Both this and this just blend out really well and create such beautiful eye looks without so much effort. This one has a little bit of a fallout issue, but the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes Hypnotized palette has zero fallout. So I think I would say this one really to me stood out for the year, formula wise and even color story wise, and just being creative. This is such a good product, and this retailed I think 85 Canadian. That is amazing. Makeup by Mario, I guess I would say like 8 out of 10, because some of the colors, yes, there is fallout, but the formula, the pigmentation, and how it diffuses when you blend it so beautifully, and you really get the pigment or the color it's true to color from the pan to your eyes. So it actually looks, it doesn't fade out. It stays quite a bit true to color to the pan. And I think I've shared this as well. So you will just see some links here, you guys, and those will be some of the videos where I've shared some of this in a more thorough manner. Another palette that stood out for me this year, and I hope I'm not mistaken, but I think this was this year, is the Tom Ford Mink Mirage Color Quad. This is the all matte palette, and I think this is just really a universal go-to. And you usually, even if I use those other two palettes, I would grab this if I want a staple just to anchor the look, or I want to lighten an area or brighten an area or darken or emphasize an area. You can just grab this, and on its own it's a classic beautiful palette as well. This is not limited edition, so I highly recommend this one. I think the Makeup by Mario Rosy Glam is their limited edition holiday, but they do have not limited edition or their permanent line palettes. And if they're the same formula as this, I'm very, very impressed. The next product are two blushes, and one is from Chanel and one is from Dior. And the Chanel one is actually a new color for the Juice Contrast. It really is a new shade, Jus Contrast. I don't think it's, okay, it's French. I believe it's Jus Contrast, like you don't pronounce the S. This is 320 Rouge Profonde. It looks like a red blush, but it's what I have on. I don't have any bronzer or anything like that, but it's just a really nice, warm, it looks like a red pinkish blush. It looks scary on the pan, but as all Chanel JC blushes go, the mineralized formula is just heavenly. You don't need to be a makeup artist to diffuse this beautifully or to apply this beautifully. It just goes on beautifully. So it's the only blush that I have on. It's very warm. I think it's such a unique color, especially if you're in a country where there's 4 seasons. And for winter, this I think is the perfect blush, where it warms the skin, it warms the complexion without the use of a bronzer. It's just a very unique, fiery red coral color that is just so unique and gorgeous and wearable, and I think universally flattering for a lot of skin tones. The next one is from Dior. This is the blush 353 Rose Frisson, and this is how it looks. This is, I guess, the other end of the spectrum. This is a cool toned peach pink blush with gold flecks, like literally gold flecks. This is part of the Golden Nights holiday collection. So unfortunately, it was a limited edition, or is limited edition, but it is so gorgeous. I'm not the Rouge blushes are not really my go-to, or I'm not a big fan, but this one makes such a big difference. This is beautiful, just right on the apples of the cheeks. It just brightens your skin and your complexion naturally. So even without a bronzer, but even with a bronzer, it's a good cheek topper as well. But this is one of those brightening blushes that really makes a difference. And I would say this one, I would dare to say, is also good for all skin tones, I think. But definitely, if you're my skin tone, medium tone with a yellow undertone, this is going to do wonders. Now, I just realized now, Rouge Profonde was a fall limited edition for Chanel as well. So this will all be listed below, and I will share the links below, you guys. So I'm sure you can still get them in certain places, but these two blushes are definitely standouts for 2020. Now, for highlighting, I don't have a standout bronzer because obviously, Who contoured in 2020? No one. I think even highlighted. Who did highlighting in 2020? Probably no one as well. But when this came out, I was showing this to someone, and when I swatched it, I was just, my mouth dropped. And it's the highlighter that I have on my cheeks now, on the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and on my cheekbones. This is the Meteorites Pearl Dust Palette by Guerlain, and it is so humongous. This is my face, this is the palette. It is super big. Comes in a three colorway. There is like a pearly white, like a pinky, dusty color, and then a corally pearl. It is classic Guerlain Meteorites fragrance, which is something that is part of their brand DNA. But you guys, I'm telling you, this, you need very little. Very, very little. Look at this. I barely touched the pan, and then I had to even tap the brush. So this will last you your whole life. And honestly, since I purchased this, I think this was launched beginning of the year, like spring 2020. No matter what other highlighting launches or limited editions have come out, I just stopped myself because I honestly, you don't need anything else. Just nothing else. You don't need anything else. This has most of the colors, and the way it makes your skin look is just amazing. Like it looks like healthy skin, the way it glows. It doesn't look like sparkles or glitter, which I hate. So, Guerlain Meteorites Pearl Dust Palette. A standout for 2020. So with regards to complexion, you guys, those are the only three products that really stood out for me. So I'm now going to proceed to skincare.